Space, the final frontier. This is the 2.5-year journey of the build of the Starship Enterprise. Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and welcome to Stage 3. I know it says 2, this is Pack 2, but Stage 3, because Pack 1 was Stage 1, and it's very confusing. The way they do this part work is different to any part work that I've done previously. The magazine is big, it's hefty, it's chunky, it's got lots of stuff in it, and it also has 4 different stages of construction inside it. Now, the blurb in the magazine I shall be going through. I'm going to record that separately and basically put it into whichever episode has the shortest video. So if this is that short video, then now I shall go through the magazine. If it isn't, then now I shall get on with the build. So with Stage 3, we have the parts required in Stage 3 are these ones. It is the main deflector dish. We've got an electronic thing, so we can plug in some power to make sure the lights work. We have a battery compartment, so again we can plug in and make sure the lights work. We've got the other side of the battery compartment there. This is the hero piece of today, which is the main deflector dish array, which has got a couple of bits to go into it and everything else. I'll get all the pieces out and get on with the build. I'll put the picture up in the corner so you can see exactly what it is that I'm going to be doing. Okay, so we're starting off with the power, with the battery box here. We're inserting the battery box in the nut in the round hole. So we've got one nut and one bolt in a packet that hasn't got a label on it. So we obviously don't have any spares of these. We're just going to be using them straight away, so it's nice and easy. Don't need to label everything. So that's that. So the nut is going into the little indentation there, and that is actually being held in place with one of these. That's quite cool. Normally you just hold it in place with your finger, but it isn't. It's being held in place with 2 of these BM screws. So let's get those out of the packet. Get them put in there. That one will go down in that side, and the other one obviously on the other side, just like what it does. There we go, that's that, holding that in place there. I don't know if that does anything else, but at the moment that's nice and secure. I guess actually it's got to be held in place because this is going to be holding the battery cover in place, which is sprung, and you will need to take it off when you need to reinsert batteries. Talking about batteries, I have some new batteries to go into there. I've got 3 AAA size batteries. We're putting them in there. That one's that way round, and those 2 are that way up. They're going in there like that, as according to the next section. Then we are putting the 2 into the tab under there. Those 2 are joined, which is those. Yeah, that works. That makes contact and makes a circuit through all of those. So that goes in there. Ooh, if I can get the tabs in. It's not quite as easy as I would expect it to be. That's going to make contact on there, and they're going to go in there. Right, that's for some reason not ideal. It doesn't actually show that, but that's just going to make good contact on there, and we're bending that back down when we're folding this in. So first time is going to make that very springy. Come on, in you go. That's it. And then that will slip into up the top there, okay, and that is held in place with that other screw. I'm going to not pick it up. I'm going to put that in there and do that into the nut that we've just put in there. Again, it doesn't need to be very tight. Everything's making good contact through there. So that is that. Let's have a look over the page what we're doing now. We're taking the main deflector dish support, so we're putting that out of the way for now. We've got 2 parts of this, which are going together like that, and being held together with one more of
Sorry,
these.
I'm not sure.
I didn't call you at all. Why are you? Shh, be quiet. So those two pieces holding together. Does the job. Right, next up, the deflector dish and the inner piece, which is this, that bit. No, it's not that bit as well, what, eh? Right, put the main deflector dish support aside. Place the main deflector dish in the center of the reflector, securing the two. So this, it looks like that bit. Is it nothing to do with that bit yet? I'm sure that bit goes into there. Okay, it's not using that bit. It's just that going onto the center there. Okay, I got that. And that is being held in place with two more screws. I'm going to be using a lot of these screws, and I'm just going to get a few out. So we've got one of those in there. Just put it in a little bit until I get the other one in, make sure everything's lined up. Although it pretty much locates in, there's little pins that hold it in place. So it's pretty much got to be where you need it to be. Fun with these screws today. Right, so that's that. That is where it should be. Good. Tighten it down now. Not tighten it too much because it's only going into plastic, so don't need to worry too much about it. Now we need another couple of these. And we're using that to hold in place this one. I assume this is what's going to be holding it. I don't know why, but this has got a big bit coming out the back. It's very strange. But ours is not. It's just they tell us to do it, so we do it. That's the way it works. I'm pretty sure that's going to fall off. Yeah, it's already come off because it's only half of a hole. Get the other half on the other side. And that will hold it in place, and then we can go back and tighten it all down. It says about tightening screws, don't over tighten them. Yes, it's never a good idea to over tighten, especially going into plastic. So there we have that, holding that in place. I don't know why it doesn't seem to light up from the middle there, so I don't know. Let's have a look over the page. We are now working with some more lighting. We get our bulbs. We've got two bulbs on this. One goes either side, so we'll do the same color as they've got on there. So we're taking the yellow and green over this side. It's going to go on there like that, and one of these will hold it in place with another BP screw. So let's put the screw through there first, then we can get that lined up over the screw hole and tighten that down and hold that in place. Then we're going to be doing the same over the other side with the other bulb. Put that out and round a little bit. Okay, that into the little window. I'm happy with how these bulbs are shaped and fit into there just nicely. Actually, it's easier to put that on there before putting the screw in. So that's, yeah, that works. There we go. So now we've got a light either side of that. And then the final step to this is you can test to see the electronics work. We're not putting that in yet. Did it not mention that yet? I'm going to put that. It was over the top, so that's going to give us a nice blue glow, but apparently it doesn't happen yet, but it will. It'll happen soon. So we're going to get this and the little circuit board. So we're going to plug this into F. AC, F is over there. Got no power switch on this, so I'll leave that after. I'll plug this one on first. It's actually got a D written on there. Is that going on to D? It is. D is over this side. So we'll get that the correct way round. Plug that into there, and then as soon as I plug this in down here, that should light up. Let's find out. Get that the right way around as well. There we go. Yep, two bulbs glowing in there. Obviously, if that's not on there, then you just see the bulbs. both lit up. But that's definitely going to go in there. It's obviously not held in place until it's all attached. So that's that. Now it says to test the next set of lights. It says disconnect this one. We can't actually, it's still got that plugged in. Disconnect the next set of lights. Okay, it says disconnect it. It's still plugged in the picture, but unless we're plugging something else in there. So I'll move that over to one side. I shall delve into my box of stuff we completed last time to bring out the top bridge section, which has got one extra light that we haven't used yet. We've got A, B, and C coming off of there. So yeah, it looks like we're plugging. We've got C. C's over this side. And that's got one plugged into D. Let's have a look. We'll put B into B. That comes on there. Let's put this over onto C because it is C. That comes on over there. And then A, we shall plug into A. Let's see if something else lit up. Yes, it did. And that lights up down there. So yes, we've got lots of lights coming on that. All looking good. It's that bright that they're actually shining out and projecting onto the things over there. So yeah, all these lights coming on. That's obviously the extra one from around there. That I'm not too sure about. That's only lighting up the first couple there, not the ones on the end. I assume that should, because it does if you move that around. That might mean that this bulb is not quite in place right. It's got to be. It comes in from the side. Although, there's a little bit of wobble to that. Does that make a difference to the lighting? No, it doesn't really. I shall have a look. I'm not sure about that lighting up either. I'm not entirely certain. I might have to play around with some of that. But yeah, that works very well. Some of it lit up more than others, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm fairly happy with that. So that's that. That's after testing, disassemble and keep all parts safely. So yes, I shall unplug everything. Well, actually, first of all, I'll unplug the batteries, and that will make everything go out. There we go. So yes, that was this stage. Quite good, quite enjoyable. I shall put these away in my new parts box, which, if you haven't seen, you'll be seeing very soon, because on one of the videos I'll be showing you the bits that we got in this pack. So that's that. Thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying the build, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.